the internet and what people say behind phones and the handles and ads make you feel a way to put you in a state of depression and a state of anxiety and a state of not even knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Like you can't let that phone validate who you are.
It doesn't end there. People can ruin your life, can ruin your career by tagging your bosses, make you lose your job or whatever. So it's not just texting. It goes further than that. It depends who sees it and how they take it.
Welcome to the masterclass. Welcome to the masterclass. Yo, you don't even have to ask. You're all welcome to the masterclass as we hatch the past, present while we craft a path from a shared truth. And
what's happening, good people? Welcome to the masterclass episode 35. My name is Rashid K, the head nigga in charge.
Sir.
And I'm with
OG Samge, you know what time it is. We out here, back at it, like crack addicts.
all the time.
How you doing, head nigga in charge?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good. Can't complain.
Been alright. It's been a dope couple of weeks, I'd like to say. I
Yeah.
think in terms of music, we've been getting a lot of music. A lot
Like
of
we
music.
should.
EPs, albums, singles.
Mixtapes.
Yonki. Oh, speaking of that, I actually wanted to start off the episode by reading you a little something that I saw during the week.
Yeah.
And then I want to get your perspective on it. Start the masterclass like that. So Meek Mill, right? Mm-hmm. He tweeted during the week.
Yeah.
He said, the definition of a mixtape / EP is when a project is not profited off, right? Mm-hmm. If it was sold on a platform under a label and they own the project, then how could it not be counted as an album? Especially if the label owns it made the profit. Why does it not count as nothing?
The thing is, the definition of a mixtape has changed over the years.
Word.
You know, it started with the tape, an actual tape, a cassette. A DJ will press record and while he playing his set and then sell those. This is what I was playing at that party. And then it became rappers who were freestyling. Somebody would put a tape and record, and then they will sell those on the streets. You know.
Word.
And then it evolved to CDs. I think Funk Master Flex was the first one to release a mixtape.
Mixtape, okay.
He would take somebody else's beat, like let's say take Cannabis and play a Wu-Tang beat, and you drop a verse or a freestyle.
Okay.
That's how mixtapes used to be.
All right. So it would be somebody else's beat,
Yeah,
just new lyrics on that.
yeah, on that beat.
On an existing beat.
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
So it evolved. It became commercial when artists used mixtapes as a lead to their albums. So now it became like, before I drop an album, let me entice them with the mixtape.
Okay.
Yeah. So and then labels, because they capitalize a lot.
Before you get there, nah,
Yeah.
does that mean that mixtapes have always been a free concept? Nobody's supposed to make money off a mixtape, right?
Originally, yes.
Okay, so now, all right, things have...
And now it has
you.
been commercialized. So now labels, so there are people artists who made more money on the streets with mixtapes. You know, because labels were not involved, because they were only focusing on official albums with the budget and whatever.
So they didn't consider mixtapes at all.
They didn't consider mixtapes.
All right.
You know.
But they'd pick you up off your mixtapes.
Yeah.
So a label can hear your mixtapes and be like, okay, let's sign this kid.
Yeah.
All right,
because somebody would sell 1 million mixtapes on his own.
Damn.
You know.
All right.
So now the label started regulating that. You know, because they wanted to benefit from everything, the artist does. So now the lines are very blurry between the EPs and the mixtapes and the albums.
Yeah.
It's just people call it whatever they want to call it,
which is crazy.
But now it's a studio album. You cannot go to the studio, compose a beat, an original beat, write lyrics, rap on it, and then call that a mixtape.
I get that.
That's a studio recording. That's a studio album.
So mixtape's not solely based on whether it's making money or not, because that's what Meek is saying here. Because he's saying the concept of a mixtape is that nobody profits off it. But if you drop a mixtape, in inverted commas, under a label, the label profits off your mixtape. So why is it not counted as an album then?
Like I was saying, the lines are blurring now because the mixtape situation has evolved throughout the years, over the years. Now it's hard. We'll just take your word. If you say this project is a mixtape, we'll say, okay, it's a mixtape. If you say it's an album, but there's no difference.
But don't you think that's bullshit though? Like, why is there no lines now? Can we not draw the lines how it used to be so that everyone can understand how the process of getting to your album works? Because now people
everything is contractual now. You know, if I'm signed, I can't go to a club or a party, drop a verse, somebody records that, and it's all over the place. There's intellectual property and labels are involved. So it's very difficult to do that like it used to happen.
So the concept of a mixtape is, we can say, is dead. There's basically no such thing as a mixtape. You can call it a mixtape.
Yeah.
Under what grounds? The fact that you use other people's beats?
What we have now is the name mixtape.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's just to make you feel better that your album is trash.
Yeah.
And no one likes it, so you're going to call it
Yeah, if you don't have a budget, for a video or to push your single or to do what, you just call it a mixtape.
Which is a bit messy for me.
Yeah.
Because like you're saying, if I'm going to get a dope producer to come into studio, compose a beat for me, I come in, I rap a fresh new beat that's unheard.
Yeah.
I come in with some fresh new lyrics that are unheard of.
Yeah.
And I put them on a 7-track project, call that a mixtape. It's not really a mixtape. That's an album. That's
not
a piece, right?
It's not. Hence I'm saying we're only left with the name mixtape.
That's crazy. So would you say in this instance with this text that I'm talking about,
yeah,
does Meek Mill have an argument in saying why is it that mixtapes are just not called albums? Because labels are profiting from homies dropping mixtapes.
He doesn't have a strong point, because if he goes back to the original, like, mixtapes have changed a lot. You know, where do you draw a line and say mixed? This one is a mixtape. This one is not. You know,
yeah.
Because it's not even on tapes anymore. It's not on CDs anymore. It's digital.
Okay, yeah,
it's digital. So you cannot limit it and say up until here it's no longer a mixtape. So it is what it is.
How do you guys then, as obviously the fraternity of SA Hip Hop Awards, how do you differentiate then between, okay, this is for mixtape of the year, this is for album of the year? And is it because the artist says so?
It's because
I don't think it should be at the artist's discretion.
It's because the artist says so.
I
asked Touchline, is this an album or a mixtape? He said it's a mixtape.
Yeah.
Soon too. So we'll take his word, because we cannot get down to nitty-gritties and say a mixtape should be like this and that, because that is dead. We won't have a mixtape if we consider those things.
But that's what I'm saying, then we should cancel the concept of mixtapes. If everyone's just dropping original music as mixtapes, then just let it be an album. Have that be your first album, second album, or whatever the case may be. But we can't
dictate it. We can't dictate it.
What I'm saying is, for people to say they're dropping mixtapes just so they can give us a lackluster project or a project of throwaways is a bit unacceptable in a world where we're getting music every single day from all around the world. I don't think there's enough time for you to make a mixtape anymore, really. Unless you're going to actually make a mixtape and jump on other people's beats and use that as an introduction to your...
And give it out for free. You can't sell that. You can't jump on people's beats and sell it and profit from it. So they just want to make money. That's why they're using original beats and call it mixtapes.
Nah, that's unacceptable.
Because people
we need to draw the line there.
Call things whatever they want to call it.
That's bullshit.
People drop 2 songs and call it an EP.
Come on, my nigga.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying it's just names. It's just names.
Which is I don't want to accept it. I think we should draw the line.
It's just name. We will have to consider everything else. Like, now someone can sing throughout the whole album, and they call it a hip hop album.
True. It's what's happening a lot of the time.
It's
Tell you
happening.
some trap soul.
Yeah, so you can't control it, you can't dictate it.
I think we need to, bro.
Yeah,
we need to. Like, we need to find a way to.
These people they go with the wave. A lot of R&B singers, because R&B doesn't exist, they would say they hip hop because they sing on hip hop beats and say, you can hear this nigga is straight up R&B, but he says it's hip hop. Like, okay, if you say so.
Yeah, there's a couple of artists like that I've come across.
Yeah,
big names as well.
Yeah, a lot of singers,
more R&B-ish than
they're more R&B than hip hop.
Than hip hop, dog.
Whatever they say it is.
We accommodate us. We take R&B artists.
Yeah. Who are we to dictate?
Yeah, how big do you think the R&B industry in our country is right now?
It's non-existent.
So we don't even have like, we had, and there's a big difference between Afro pop, Afro soul, and R&B, right? We don't have like Elaine. Elaine just dropped last week. I've been seeing Twitter going crazy.
Yeah.
About her drop.
Yeah.
Apparently, they don't like the fact that she's sounding more LA-ish now that she's signed by whoever she's signed by, Columbia or Atlantic or whoever she's under.
Did she ever sound Did she ever sound
I never
South
thought
African?
so. I just thought when I first originally heard Elaine, I thought she was an American R&B.
Yeah, she's always.
But there you go.
She always sounded like that.
But there you go. Now we have R&B. Then, if we have a market for someone like an Elaine, that means R&B is a thing in our country.
That's once again, there's a thin line, because if you take the same beat and sing in vernac, they're gonna say Afro soul.
Yeah, which is what happens to Bulira and
Ringo, a lot of
yeah.
artists. A lot of artists. You can hear this is straight up R&B just because it's singing
South
in
African,
vernac.
it's African.
It's singing in vernac. It's now Afro soul or Afro something. So once again,
the lines are too blurred in this industry, man.
Yeah.
Like, and the genres are not cut up. Like, anyone can do anything, which is fine. I don't mind artists exploring different genres.
Yeah.
I just want you to call it that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The same way, if you're gonna drop us an album, call it an album. Don't call it a mixtape. Don't tell us that this is an EP. There's a big difference.
Yeah.
If you're gonna drop an original piece of work, just name it an album, man. We'll take it in as an album. Whether it's your debut or it's your sophomore, or it's your third album, fourth, whatever, dog. Call it that. Give us a mixtape if you're going to do a mixtape, is what I think.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, based off that tweet, I think it's what caught my eye this week, and I felt like we needed to speak about the difference between the album and the mixtape conversation.
It's like the difference. Shane Eagle has been dropping albums and mixtapes. Can you hear the difference?
I was about to say, he's been dropping albums as mixtapes.
Yes.
But he's not the only one. He's not.
I'm just making an example. But what I'm saying is, like, if you listen to his catalog, there's no way you get a feeling of a mixtape, or like, I'm not listening to an album anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I hear you, bro. That's how I wanted to get our class sensation today. Let's get going. Let's get the class sensation. Ring the bell, please.
Let's do this.
Fix my mic real quick.
Yeah.
What you been feeling? What's been going on in your life this crazy week? Crazy week, man. It's been condolence after condolence. You know what I mean? We're just getting back on our feet. Full quarter of the year done, basically.
Yeah.
How you been feeling? What's on your mind? What's pissing you off? You stays pissed off.
No way. Like me, I'm a cool dude. I'm always happy.
That's not what the comments say.
Just,
By the way, shout out to Solicto Gin, sponsoring the episode.
Solicto, Roger and Company, available to take a lot. Neighboring countries, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Swaziland, Lesotho. You can grab yourself some Solicto Gin.
For sure. Tastes delicious, man. Raw Beatz as well in the cut. The O Shop, you can get that out. The O Shop. 15 on Grace. In the DMs, you can catch them at 15_ on Grace. And then, they'll deliver the
AMPD
stuff.
Studios.
Shout out to Amped. They love us, though, I think. Out here.
Yeah. Shout out to All Mutual.
We love them too. Changed venue, Nyana, but we're still in the same
Yeah,
block.
we're still in the same building.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get the class going, bro.
What are we talking
Let's talk
about?
internet. Let's talk about the internet for a little bit. It's growing.
Uh-huh.
I watched some documentary during the week, and I'll get to the topic, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's a great starter, a segue into the conversation. I watched a documentary about, it was Mark Zuckerberg, and about how they've changed Facebook from just being the company Facebook into Meta.
Yeah.
And that's the metaverse, which is a movement, or like the thing that Mark Zuckerberg obviously sees for the future, where people living, but in another cyberspace.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you can be Rashid chilling here, but you can also be somebody else in the metaverse.
Yeah.
Living your same life or a different life. You could be rich in the metaverse, could be poor in the metaverse, but you're still living on Earth, right? And that's the concept that I think Mark has been trying to get into play. I think in America it's quite a big thing already.
Yeah.
But it's coming here, definitely. You know? And it just makes me think about how crazy the cyberspace is getting, where we can now interact in that space and in that way. When there's so much hate on the internet, how are we supposed to advance into a space where we now can shit on each other live, but in a metaverse, dog? You know what I mean? Just made me think about how crazy the concept of cyberbullying has gotten. Well, it's even led to some rappers and artists going into crazy depressions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to talk a bit about cyberbullying and what you think about the internet space and how it's affecting our mental.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Cyberbullying. Some people take it as a joke or as a game, you know. And there's like a very thin line between trolling and cyberbullying.
Okay.
You know, because there's a lot of people with evil hearts. People will create accounts, like
Just to
catfish
shit on them.
accounts, just to shit on people.
Word.
You know, just to say all the mean things because they can't say those things in their own.
In person.
Yeah.
It's gotten dangerous, kind of.
Yeah, it is dangerous. I think like you must be really miserable to even go to that length of creating a catfish account just to shit on OG and other people. You know
Should
what
you
I mean?
do it? Should you then do it? Maybe if you're not doing it in person, but instead of having a fake account, do it in person. You know what I mean? So someone like a Slick Talk will do it in person. Would that be considered cyberbullying?
He's still on cyber. The fact that he's showing his face doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference because, like a lot of people, when you meet them, somebody would say some shit about Rashid, right? And when I meet him, the guy wants to take a picture.
Oh,
you know,
changed now, huh?
Now he's a different person.
Okay.
You know, people have like the power on the keyboard.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, behind the keyboard, they can say whatever. They are invincible.
Yeah.
You know, but when you meet people in person, like talk to them, bruh, what was that about? And then it's hip hop. It's hip hop.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
You sound like you're speaking from a lot of experience, like you've seen this shit happen.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
people have bullied you online, and then when you bump into them,
the tone
shit's
changes.
changed.
Yeah, the tone changes. You know,
no more hate.
you know, like
That's
I think people do a lot of things for attention and clout chasing. You know, and when I've seen a lot of celebrities, they never reply to compliments. They reply to negativity. If you say something negative, and then they react.
Yeah,
You know?
I understand that. Though.
And then people say, okay, for this guy to pay attention, let me poke him.
So everyone starts poking you.
Everyone starts poking.
I get that, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
as much as I'm the don't read the comments type of guy, but whenever I do read the comments, I rarely ever remember the good ones. You know what I mean? I'm always it's the bullshit mean ones that stay in your head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the ones where they complimenting you and they telling you that, yo, OG, dope job on this, dope job on that, dope. You don't remember those, but you remember the ones where they're telling you, oh yeah, you're a piece of shit. Oh yeah, you did this, that, and
Yeah.
that. You know?
I've seen a lot of artists, man. Like your Nasty C. A lot of artists complaining about social media. It's not a good place. We need to be out of here. But there's millions of people who love those people, who compliment them. Yo, I love your shit. But the few that troll them, that bully them, that shit hurts.
It hurts a lot, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sure now sometimes when someone hits you up, it hits you. Some of the things they say, whether it's true or not, it gets to you,
Yeah.
But here's what I think about cyberbullying, right? I'm generally a very practical human being. I understand the concept of the internet and what we've just been speaking about, the power of being able to speak behind your keyboard.
Yeah.
So I just feel like a lot of people need to adapt to the mentality I have when it comes to cyberbullying. And as much as, yes, there are comments that will come in and they will affect me, but I need to remember that it's just the internet. You know what I mean? Like, we live actual, practical, real lives where we've got shit to handle that actually matters. You know what I mean? Whether it be career-wise, whether it be family, whether it be... So whatever happens on the internet space, I feel we should all develop a thicker skin because that's the space we're in. Like, you can't touch the fire and expect not to get burnt. So if you're going to be on Twitter, expect some bullshit to come your way, know how to take it, know how to get through.
But not everyone can...
I think everyone needs to be like that.
And not everyone can develop a thick skin.
You have to.
Some people don't have high emotional intelligence. That's why people...
I don't think we're all born with it. We're not born with it.
That's why people go on depression.
Yeah, I get that.
That's why people commit suicide.
I get that.
Like it's we don't have the same strength.
None of us are born with that strength, I'd say. I think it develops through your life, like your
not all of us,
your encounters.
Yes,
you learn how to.
Not all of us manage to develop that strength.
Then you would have been living a nice life. Then you haven't seen how unfair life really, really is. I feel like if you haven't been able to develop, especially living in South Africa, where everything, I don't think there's really one great thing that happens here on a day-to-day. But through living here, you've had to learn to adapt and have to develop thick skin in different situations, dog. So you can't let the internet and what people say behind phones and the handles and ads make you feel a way to put you in a state of depression and a state of anxiety and a state of not even knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you can't let that phone validate who you are.
It doesn't end there. People can ruin your life, can ruin your career by tagging your bosses, make you lose your job or whatever. So it's not just texting. It goes further than that. It depends who sees it and how they take it. People have a lot of opinion. People we've never met. They have a lot of opinions about us from the things they've read from other people. You can ignore it. Not everyone is gonna ignore it.
But that's what I'm saying. Me being me, I'm trying to get people to understand that there is that side of this life too, where you can try and, as much as, yes, it might not be in your nature to have that thick skin.
Yeah.
But know that there are people that actually don't get affected by things that happen on the online space. Can you maybe try and adapt yourself to that kind of thinking? You know what I mean? Where you understand what platform you're on and what that platform is. It's not something that's always existed in your life.
Yeah.
You know? So understand that things that people say there are not things that people would be able to say to your face.
Yeah.
Which is why when someone says Rashid is a bullshitting what nigga, and then when they see you in person, it's like, yo, can I get a picture, Rashid? Good to meet you. You know what I mean? That's when you should understand that space ain't the real space, man. That's not the real.
I know it's not real. I know it's not real, and it doesn't affect me that much. You know,
sure.
I've seen people blocking people. I don't know if that helps.
Maybe.
You know, but it's
you have that option.
I think you have that option. But I think like cyber bullies and trollers are not personal. You can block him. He will bully someone else. It was not specifically directed to you.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing something, people always gonna have comments, And within those comments, there's going to be negative comments. Just take it as a compliment. Oh, you say this shit is whack. Thank you for listening.
I hear you. I hear you.
If you're doing something, they're going to comment on it.
Might be bullying, might not be.
It is.
I wanted...
People have imaginary power behind the keyboard.
For sure,
to say, I can tell this nigga shit.
For sure.
You know?
I wanted, when we said we were going to speak about the cyberbullying concept, I started thinking about bullying in general, you know, outside of the space of the internet.
Yeah.
We grew up being bullied all the time. Maybe you didn't know it. Maruma kwarana, it's a form of bullying, right? And now it makes me think, if you could take that live in person, how is it now that technology is advanced that we get so depressed and emotional over things people say about us on the internet when we used to be told a lot of shit in person?
Yeah, but Umakwarana, you know, it was like a battle, like a rap battle.
Yeah.
You say some shit, I say some shit.
Yeah.
I can't be wasting my time on the internet with people I don't even know. They tell me shit, I talk shit back.
Word.
You know, so that's different.
I hear.
You know, a lot of things we did as kids in person after school is after school, like
Can sort it out.
Yes.
Now you can't, really.
Yeah, now things like if it's Guarana, I talk about you skinniness or umnyamana. That's body shaming.
Yeah,
now they have all these terms.
Like,
but we grew up on those. But
But that's what I'm saying to you. You used to be able to take that.
Yeah,
we
took it. Umnyama or wondile. But now you can't say those things because it's body shaming. You can't sort it out in a physical. After school is after school because that's bullying. All those things have new names now, and they went to the internet. There's ghost accounts.
Word.
You can't waste your time argue with a person that doesn't exist.
So let me put it this way, right? From what you've said, the bullying we experience built character.
Yeah.
So why can't the bullying online build character? So see a shitty comment online, cyberbullying, but take that as okay, this is what someone else thinks about me. Build some sort of, start building that wall of knowing the difference between being bullied and a troll, you know? And then from there you can develop that thick skin that I'm saying everyone should have for the internet. Otherwise, don't be on it.
Like I said, it's mainly it's the ghost accounts, and it's people who wanna do what you're doing and they're not there yet, or they can't. Now they wanna discredit you. I can do a better podcast than OG. I can do a better. And then OG sucks, and then they start labeling all the mistakes. You listen to radio and say, OG sucks on radio, I can do better. You don't say you can do better, but you're gonna mention all the mistakes. Yeah,
bullshit.
Yeah, all the mistakes.
Yeah.
You listen to a rap song. OG stole this flow or stole this beat. You're gonna try to find something to discredit. That's how these people, that's their mentality. That's how they think. It's people who want to do what you're doing, but they can't say it.
Yeah.
Yo, OG, I want to be like you. Instead,
sure.
they troll you and bully you on cyber.
That's facts. Chris Rock once said, I think it's on Tambourine, he was advocating for the fact that sometimes we need bullies in this world, right? Because all a bully is somebody that wants to be you.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have a Mark Zuckerberg or, an Elon Musk or a Jeff Bezos in this world if they never got bullied at school.
Yeah.
I'm sure those niggas used to catch L's every single day, which has built their character. Now they're billionaires, top 3, top 5 billionaires in the world. They probably got bullied.
Yeah.
They built their character. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about the power struggle. Nas and Jay-Z, for them to diss each other, it was for the number one spot.
Here's I like that you went to Nas and Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
I saw a tweet during the week. I forgot who it is. Shout out to whoever tweeted that. But they were asking, isn't battle rap a form of bullying? Especially in today's age. Isn't battle rap a form of bullying? Because I could leave a battle rap scarred, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying battle raps now are organized. You know who you're going to battle 4 months before.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
go prepare to bully back.
Okay. But it's still bullying.
With it's like boxing. You can't say it's a sport. You can't say boxing is bullying.
Okay, so it's tit for tat.
Yeah.
Punch for punch.
Yeah.
That makes it fair.
With the music, if I do a diss track, if I diss you on a song, and you're an artist as well, you can diss back. But it becomes bullying when I'm an artist and then I diss Pearl Tusi or I diss Bonang on a song.
Because they can't rebut.
Because they can't reply with the song.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? That's bullying. But if it's MC to MC, song track for track,
Yeah.
it's allowed.
So let's put it this way, right? Let's go to the Kanye West, Pete Davidson situation. They bullying each other in their art. So Pete Davidson was talking about how on SNL they've been wanting to diss Kanye West, right? Mm-hmm. But he's been stopping that from happening.
Yeah.
But Kanye in his art's been chopping off the nigga's head, calling him skeet, all these things in music, saying that he's gonna kill Pete Davidson's ass or whatever.
Yeah.
So they sort of bullying each other in their art. Is that still fair bullying? Is that like battle rap? Because he's using TV, he's using music.
I think it's fair because
fair.
they both have platforms.
That's the crazy thing that I don't understand.
They both
Shit, is
have
that-
platforms.
Look at it this way, right? So when it comes to art, it's fair. But when it comes to someone saying some shit to you on Twitter, where you do have the option to rebuttal, it's unfair. It's cyberbullying. Like if I say Rashid is a piece of shit.
If you say that on Twitter, on Facebook, and then I come on the podcast, use my platform
That's fair.
to shit on you,
That's
and
fair.
say, but it's gonna look one-sided. It's gonna look I'm giving you exposure. I'm giving you clout. I'm introducing you to people who are never gonna know you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I think you must check the levels as well.
Before you cyberbully someone.
Yeah. Because
I think
because
it's
you
the
can
right
waste your
concept,
time
man.
when you check this person has 200 followers. Why are you wasting your time?
For sure.
Why are you wasting your
That's
time?
usually the case, right?
Yeah, that's usually the case because it's those ghost accounts.
So then why is cyberbullying affecting so many people then? Like
It's the words. It's
I'm
the
just
words.
like, no, niggas, we need to be thicker. We need to be stronger.
It's not even the people behind those accounts. It's the words that hurt.
That's
Yeah,
y'all
it's-
soft,
it's
man.
the words
Y'all
that hurt.
soft as fuck if that's the case, man.
No,
It's
because
soft.
you know how it happens. Sometimes you can try to ignore it. Somebody's gonna say something with 100 followers, and then Colbert will retweet that, or Colbert will say, "Hey, so and so, Rashid dissed OG, said this and that."
Yeah.
And then
that
it
that
gets
will move.
and then it gets 100,000 retweets. That small account, whether you're trying to ignore it or not, it will affect you because of Colbert.
And I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, let it
Yeah.
affect you differently. Don't let it put you in a state of forgetting who you are, man. Like, don't let your phone make you forget who you are.
Yeah.
Don't let them words that you're talking about
Yeah.
hit you to a point where like you're considering shit that you know is not part of who you are. Yes, we all have insecurities and self-confidence issues, and they will attack what they know is your weakness the most, right? Cyberbullies.
Yeah, cyberbullies.
Understand that. Know that that's what's happening here.
The thing is, like I was saying, that small account will be retweeted by
A bigger
a
account.
bigger account, and then it ends up on the blogs. And when it's on the blogs, it's on Google forever. Next thing,
You're losing jobs. whatnot,
you're losing
whatnot.
jobs, or
Okay.
you're not being
That's more
considered.
understandable.
Yeah, you're not being considered. Oh, is this what they think about OG. Damn. You know,
Okay.
because they're not gonna go to the original tweet. They're gonna see the screenshot of Colbert with 200,000 likes and like, yo, so many people. Do they believe this shit? You know, is this what they think about OG?
Yeah.
So it will affect you in the long run. It might not affect you now, but
it will get to you.
It will get to you.
I want everyone just to change their frame of mind when it comes to the internet and the cyberspace, and just understand what it is. Earlier, when I brought up the metaverse situation, is that's where this thing is going, where we can start interacting with each other in person, but in a cyberspace.
Yeah.
So if we telling each other shit right now on Twitter, imagine when I can say something to you almost live, but in the cyberspace. It's going to be way worse. We're going to have more depression. We're going to have more people icing themselves over shit that is really, really irrelevant and doesn't matter. It's just words. You know what I mean? Sticks and stones can break my bones. But them words, man, they can't be harming you like that. They can't be getting to you, man. Rather take a bullet than someone telling you shit, nigga.
Words are way too dangerous, man.
I get that. They're powerful.
Yeah, they're powerful.
The power of the tongue is powerful, but the mind is also just as strong. You need to be able to take that kind of cyberbullying if you're going to be in the internet space. Otherwise, delete WhatsApp, delete Facebook, delete. You can still maneuver your world without these things if they affect your mental.
Yeah, words are powerful, man. Kanye West got suspended for some shit he said to Trevor Noah.
Hey, I saw that.
You know,
That was
and
funny,
then
though.
his account was suspended. Those are just the words. Countries go to war over what somebody said.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true. Words,
words can be dangerous.
they're very powerful. That's why the cyberspace is very dangerous.
Yeah.
We need to educate ourselves and understand how big and powerful that space is. So you can't let it affect your personal mental. You need to know where you are and what you're maneuvering in. And remember that you're a human being. You're a real person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This thing is not your end all and be all. As much as even when I lose my phone, I cracked my screen 2 weeks ago. I was without a phone for a day. I was losing my mind, dog. You know what I mean? I felt like, wow, I don't even know who I am without this phone thing anymore, without this cyberspace. You know, but that also made me realize that it's not that important. You know what I mean? It's not outside of, yes, getting you work and the email and whatnot, but for your social space, I don't think you need to let the cyberspace affect you that much. Especially, I'm speaking to rappers now as well.
Yeah.
People will come on and they'll talk about how shitty your album is on Facebook or whatever. But you need to take those comments in and understand that that's what people think. But don't let it affect how you drop music and how you make music in the future.
But you must understand that 99% of the time, that comes from another rapper or wannabe rapper.
True. When the hate is there, it's just, and take that as competition if you're the rap
take
space.
that as competition.
Yeah. Battle rap shit.
He sees you, he hears your stuff.
I still think it's crazy that we don't consider battle rap bullying, dog.
It's not bullying.
Some niggas say some crazy shit.
It's not bullying.
I was watching, shout out to the homies we had at the masterclass at Hip Hop Sundays, where they had the battle raps. Is it Hip Hop 4?
Yeah, Hip Hop 411.
Yeah, I watched that during the week after, because I wanted to see if it's really bullying. And don't I feel like that's some hardcore bullying. Some of the shit niggas say.
You get a chance, you get an opportunity to rebuttal.
Damn. So that makes it fair.
That makes it fair.
Then I think
it's like boxing. Like I was saying, it's a sport. Just because we're beating up each other doesn't mean it's. Because we're gonna shake hands and hug afterwards.
Word, but that's what I'm saying about the cyberspace. Then take it as a sport. If someone says something to you, if you want to fight him, fight him. If you don't want to, block him, remove him, delete the whole app if you have to.
That's different because it's not arranged. You know, it's not arranged to say on this date, me and you are going toe to toe. It's not. It's just random people with random comments.
Yeah, that's why
it's not. It's not like battle rap. It's not like boxing.
Yeah.
It's not like. It's not premeditated.
It's not a setup.
Yeah.
It's just shit that happens every day.
Yeah, every day, and you can't rebuttal to everyone every time.
Word. What's your final thoughts then on cyberbullying?
Cyberbullying is bullshit, man. It's done by miserable people, evil people who should be hit by a bus and disappear from the earth.
That's crazy.
For real though.
Dead.
For real though, I hate that
So
shit,
do
man.
they hurt you? Do you get hurt sometimes from comments and shit? Do you ever get affected? When, personally?
Yeah, I'm human. Like,
So some shit niggas say hurts you sometimes. You get touched.
yeah, and get over and think about it and get over
Get over it. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Everyone should do that.
Yeah.
I read some shit.
I can't
sometimes.
say I'm like bulletproof. Words cannot harm me. They do, but I get over it and move on.
I get you. I'm the same. The words do. I wouldn't say harm me because, like, I don't really take them too hard. But
Yeah.
I read the shit and I see it. You know, I think.
Yeah,
about
for a
it.
second, I'm like,
I'm like, what?
damn, is that what you think?
Maybe I'll click on your profile and be like, but I mean, come on, dog. Who are you anyway?
Yeah.
You know, and then I'll move on. But I don't think we should. It's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's a serious thing. Cyberbullying is a real thing. There are people that are affected, like you're saying. Not everybody has the thick skin that we've had to develop through
Yeah.
being bullied.
Yeah.
But for those who are experiencing it right now, I wish we could like find some sort of toll-free number, you know, where you can call and like help you through your cyberbullying. Otherwise, just
There's
clean
like,
it,
there's,
doctor.
I know there's one for bullying, like actual bullying, but I don't know about cyberbullying.
They should be. Otherwise, maybe we'll start one. We're gonna call it clean and doctor.
But there's a lot of accounts that we know, famous accounts, that we know that those people, it's not like real people or it's not them.
Yeah, bo Chris XL. You know.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Bo Colbert. Yes, AP. No, he's real though.
Colbert is a real person. I'm saying like some are doing good things. You know, I saw what Chris XL did for Zola 7. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know,
Others.
that others
Smith.
are just there to troll.
Yeah, man. Also, like, fuck, we need to stop taking Twitter so seriously. Like, it's a fun space. It's there for people to entertain themselves. And if you take it seriously, uzonya, for real. Even with your music, if you take Twitter comments serious, rather check your comments on your SoundCloud or your YouTube.
Yeah.
Those are people that fuck with you for real.
Yeah, if you want jokes, go to TikTok. Practical
Facts.
jokes and
Hey, but also TikTok is fucking mean. Yo, like shit people say on TikTok.
I know.
Yo, you must actually go watch our TikTok video about. We're talking about whether Sister Bettina's a trash song or not.
Yeah.
The comment section is lit with cyberbullying right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had to read all those comments. You've had to read them.
Yeah.
That's some straight cyberbullying shit. But we're still gonna be posting. We're still gonna be doing more of that kind of content for you to comment on. So.
Not to bully.
But go follow us on TikTok. We're on. Oh yeah, before we get into free period, shout out to the merch. As you can see, we're out.
We're out here. We're out here.
Man. We're out.
The Masterclass podcast.
We're out.
The caps, the merch, it's available. We're bringing the winter collection soon.
Yes, sir. We got colorways too now, man. We clean. Let's get into the free period.
Let's get to it.
Word up. Yo, free period. Okay, today's free period, dog.
Who do we have on the rapper's side?
Someone who we've had before at the Masterclass Hip Hop Sundays.
Yeah.
Came through, performed. Goes by the name of Ferlando Young. Young homie, man. Very trappy type homie. Got a lot of music that's on that Atlanta trap type feel, but the content is very local. I think he speaks about stuff that's very relevant to.
He's from Alex, isn't he?
I'm not too sure where exactly.
I think he's from Alex.
I mean, I know him from the streets.
Yeah.
But I'm not too sure where he's from, dog. So let's
Yeah.
play. Got a new video out, and I was just like, yo, the girl he has on this video, my nigga. Damn. I love videos with fat ass. So let's play that video.
I need a bitch on PVT, yeah, D&D, yeah, watching them sleep on me like we on B&B, yeah, she said, boy, where you from? I told her PNB, yeah, giving us slow shows while I'm playing PND. I need a bitch on PVT, yeah, D&D, yeah, watching them sleep on me like we on B&B, yeah, she said, boy, where you from? I told her PNB, yeah, giving us slow shows while I'm playing PND, yeah, PVT, D&D, yeah. Better get on her knees like I'm a deity, believe me. Look at her hater friends, ask what she seeing me. But she can't tell her shit about her man, cause she believe me, yeah. Plans on plans, I got it.
Shout out to Ferlando Young, man. I hope you get
Shout
to
out
see a
to
lot
the
of his
homie.
stuff.
Shout out to the homie.
Yeah, he's always on our radar. I do know that he just dropped an EP this week or last week. His EP is out as well. Forgot the name, but I think it's called PVT. Yeah, PVT if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Go out and get Ferlando Young, man. He's on my free period for today. I really like the homie. I think his performance and stage presence is key.
It's too nice.
I watched him at Velvet Sundays at Trusted SLK's gig.
Yeah.
3-4 weeks ago. And he held it down quite nicely, you know. Always has his two backup nyana, you know, homies on stage with him, which is dope. I like the fact that up and coming artists put some effort into their performances. So that's why I thought we should have him in the free period. Ferlando Young, remember the name.
Shout out to the young homie.
You can also catch him at Dirty Tuesdays. I think he's out there maybe every fortnight. Every Tuesday, Dirty Antics in Maboneng at Moscow Lounge from 7 till late. He'll be there. Ferlando Young, who you got?
I got on the producer side, I got LA Beatz.
Yeah,
LA Beatz, young homie, man, he's been doing his thing. He produced half the album, half of Big Zulu's first album, Ushunu
Nkabi, okay.
Yeah,
that's the one I dig the most.
Yeah, he produced that, but his biggest break was Imalening.
Oh, he did that.
He did
Fully.
Imalening
He did the whole beat.
Yeah, the beat. He did the whole beat.
Wow, okay,
LA
that's
Beatz,
nice.
man, he produced that.
Shout out LA
That's
Beatz.
his biggest song right now. He's you'll see him. He's
playing in the background, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's on the video.
Yeah. Oh, he's on the video.
Yeah, on Imalening video.
I've never seen his face. No, I'll check it out.
Yeah, right at the end, they zoom in on him.
Oh, snap. You
Yeah.
see, that's another example of beat makers not getting their shine. That song was fucking huge, man.
Yeah, no, he got his money. He
got his money,
People may not
but he
know
was getting
him,
shine too.
but with that Imalening, he really did get Imalening.
I can't believe you did that. You whacked, dog. Well, my thing is, did he get more gigs after Imalening?
Producing gigs.
Producer-wise, yeah. Like, has he done anything after that?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about what he did after that. You know.
Okay. We need
But
to
I
find out.
know he does produce Afropop as well. Like he's working with MPZ and Loa Ndlunkulu. You know, he's not like restricted to hip hop only.
Okay. Shout out to LA Beatz, man. Let's play something. We already played something.
Yeah.
I guess.
You know
Shout out
what
to
I mean?
him, man. Made him Imalening.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's review some music, man. Let's get into some sounds. You can keep rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, the review for today, reaction. Who we got?
We got
fucking with?
J Molley.
J Moll, the hood pharmacist.
Almost Dead.
Hey, man, that album. 10 tracks? Huh?
Yeah, 10 tracks, 1 rap song.
Come on, don't say that. Okay, which one would you say? Let me pull up the track list real quick. My phone's up there by Slick. Pull up the track list for me. Which one would you say is the rap song? What are you saying? Are you saying everything else is
He's singing.
But that's what he does, though.
It's very R&B.
He is.
I know he does that.
Yeah, he's not. I wouldn't put him. He can rap because we've seen him go toe to toe with Big Hash.
Yeah.
But he's a singing nigga. He's a singing rapper.
It's that swearing song. It's a drill. It has a drill
Oh,
beat.
okay.
Yeah.
I see it. That's the second most listened to song from the album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Almost Dead. Okay. Here's what you said about Anxiety Plus.
Yeah.
Is that you said you don't like listening to music that's so depressing. What do you think of this one?
He's addressing his issues, drug addiction.
His drug habits. Let's talk about not even his issue. Like the whole album is about women breaking his heart, and all of his over-the-counter addictions. That's what the album is about. Mainly.
Yeah.
And he's
There's even
he's thinking. He's mental. His mental space.
Yeah. There's a song called Rehab as well.
Rehab?
Because I think he spoke about Rehab on about 3 or 4 songs. You know,
He spoke about his girl breaking his heart, which I don't know which one it was. I was thinking maybe it was, that girl. No names.
The cougar.
No, no gossip, no bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he speaks about his heart getting broken a lot. There's a song, I think it's Up To. I think it's the second track on the...
Yeah.
And where he speaks about how after whatever the girl did, whatever she did to him, that's when he got into his depression. And there we go when I'm talking about that thick skin again, that cyberbullying conversation again, is that, you're a rapper, dog. You're going to have thicker skin than letting the girl break your heart. Unless he's dropping that music just as a reflection of what might be happening to somebody else. But that album sounds to me like it's very personal.
It is personal. Because he's talking about personal experiences. Maybe that heartbreak led to drugs.
That's what he was saying in the album. That's like, we ain't making this shit up. It's in Almost Dead.
The drugs led to rehab. So that's why I'm saying it's very personal. It's based on personal experience.
Yeah. What I did hear from the production, I need to research that and find out more. Hopefully someone can drop it in the comments section. Is the beats and the production side of it. A lot of the beats sounded like they were bought online. I don't think they were like original composed beats from producers around the country. Same as what Nasty did with some of the tracks from Zulu Man with Power. Like homies are buying beats online.
That's the future though. Producers must sell their beats online, yeah. That's the future. That's where we're going.
Doesn't that kill the craft? Because I could hear, like I wasn't so connected with the 10 tracks because I didn't feel like some of the tracks were, as much as the album is personal, the production wasn't for me. You know what I mean? I felt like the production was very, here's a nice beat online. I think I can write something to this. Let's write it. And then it sounds nice. But then you lose that connection of artist, producer connection.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that in this album.
I think that's where we go. Even now, like, the connection is hardly there because producers will email you beats and saps when you record is not even there. They'll send you beats, you listen, if you like it, you choose it and you work. The producers are not producers. They just beat makers. Yeah, they're not producers. They just beat makers.
Why do you think that's happening? Is it because of the cyberspace that's so big now and
yeah, man.
COVID.
Not even COVID. The internet. That's where we're living.
Damn, man. Like I want homies in studio with each other, dog.
But niggas don't jam. And even with features, we send verses.
Yeah, send
email verses.
It's the engineer to mix it up.
Yeah,
dog. We can hear that shit. We can hear it in the song.
That's the internet, man.
We can hear that the song is not connecting. It's not. There's so many different pieces to this track that, I like the beat, or I like the lyrics, or I like this, or I like the ad-libs.
Yeah.
But it's, I like Ban's verse. We don't like the whole song anymore because homies aren't sitting down together and making music.
Yeah.
And that's what I felt from listening to this album. I was like, shit, some of the content is really dope. It will help some kid out there who's going through the same things that J Molley is going through. But they just lose that feel for me that Zucci has in Anxiety Plus.
Yeah.
Is that most of the stuff, he's there for everything. It's his album, so he's there. So with him, I just felt like there was a lot of this and that in there. But all in all, I understand the album. I get why he had to drop this one right now.
Yeah.
Very
get it out of his chest. Maybe he'll bring us something different next.
Yeah, man. I hope he's doing okay.
Because this is out of the way. He didn't die. The album is called Almost Dead,
which is dope.
Yeah, we're glad.
Really dope.
We're glad it didn't die. So bring us some more music.
Give us some more, man. And we love you, J Molley, though. You know what I mean? Like the Hood Pharmacist, G. And I feel like the name and this album goes hand in hand. Hood Pharmacist, he speaks about a lot of the drug abuse and the addiction. And in every song, I think there's, at the end or in the beginning of every song, there's a little skit from some white guy from the States. But he always speaks about depression, and then there'll be like a skit about someone trying to kill themselves, or like a clip or something. So it's a story being told. I needed more connection, and I needed that album to be done in studio with everyone coming to one studio and maybe one producer.
I'm giving it a 6 out of 10.
Okay. 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 as well. I was gonna give it a bit lower. I was gonna give it a 5.
Let's stick to 6.
Yeah, I'll give it a 6.
That's a 6 out of
I
10.
won't justify. Hit us up in the comment section what your rating is. Yeah, let's get out of here.
Let's be out.
Check out the freestyle. I don't know who we have this week. Like I said, the crew got us, man. Shout out to the crew again, once again, for hooking us up with the freestyle for this week. Shout out to the homie, forgot his name, J Smoke or something like that. Sorry if I got your name wrong, homie, but his freestyle was dope from last week's episode.
Jacob Shine.
Jacob Shine, there we go.
Jacob Shine.
Shout out Jacob Shine.
Peace.
Let's check out this
We're
one.
out of here.
Back next week. Boom.
Zuzu, yeah, I got something to prove in the game. I bet on myself, I ain't going up broke. I won't sell my soul cause I know my worth. I am the plug, you won't flow my current. Missy the president, call me the pope. I want the smoke, just send me the area. I swear you won't cope when you look at my face. Hate you be weapon the gangster shit. You gotta show me cause you a disgrace. Man, these niggas are mad cause I'm doing it big. If you hating on me, I just know you a fan. Do this for people I know you inspire. Don't compare me to none of these wannabes. Pushy impress and they're acting all tough. Came from the trap where you eat or you eat. I'm trying to walk in the garden of Eden. Yeah, I got a hand on my penis with dope. I'm back in the stew, I slip in a den. I body careers, I'm changing the game. Just give me a pen, I'm a sweep with this flow. Traumatic influence, the kids with my name. The latest, the greatest, I'm setting the trend. If they say I'm the hardest, then why is you asking? Yeah, yeah, I'm from the old school, you know me. All about the culture, like Rashid and OG. Like, subscribe, and tell your whole street. Load this next episode with love for the whole team, yeah. Let's get serious for the free period. And drop a link in the comments cause we hearing it. Shout out to OG, shout out to Rash K. Set a new standard, other bars in the ashtray.